All right, here are the prize cards. Let's take a look. Echoing Horn is prized, but it's in the first 4, so that's fine. And then Rhyhorn is prized, but it's in the first 2 here. So no big prize cards, to be honest. The Echoing Horn, like, is obviously good, but it's in the first 4, so you'll see it before you would need it. Well, they benched another Pokemon. They maybe did it, though. It actually is correct to bench Pokemon sometimes. If you're up against Mew, if you'd rather have that Pokemon in the active and they want to play an escape up to burn cards. We'll see. Yeah. Unfortunately, opened the Urshifu here for... Is it Arnie? So, and Kaiwen has a really good start here as well. Actually, one correct time to bench Pokemon in the format really is up against Mew. Because if they want to escape rope turn 1, then you can get your other Pokemon in the active, potentially. There'll be a pretty good prize map here for Kaiwen. KO Arceus, KO Ursh, Echoing Horn, KO. Unless Arnie can fill the bench, but then you could do double Meloetta here from Kaiwen. And even has the energy to already put in play. So now you can attach the DTE to the DTE to the Mew V and then look for a Fusion Strike energy onto a Meloetta on the next turn. See if they even want to put the Rose Tower in play. That's how well Kaiwen knows what his opponent's playing. They probably don't play any Path to the Peak on the other side, so. There's another Battle VIP pass, so already looking really good here. Gonna fully set up the board state. We'll probably get second Mew and Meloetta off of this Battle VIP pass. There's another Rotom Phone in the hand. But we probably won't see that played. Probably just Rose Tower for 1. Yep. And then Battle VIP pass again. Probably for Mew, Meloetta. And then draw again with Genesect. Yep, there we go. And then next we're going to be looking for a Fusion Strike energy to attach to the Meloetta. Knock out Urshifu with Mew. Could do some other plays depending on what actually ends up happening. Or not knock out Urshifu with Mew, knock out Arceus with Mew. Then if a third 2 prizer gets into play, that's like the target to close out the game. And if not, then you can look for the Echoing Horn play if the bench is full. But if it is, then you have to look for like a double Meloetta play potentially. Instead. Comes the Genesect for 4. Got the VMAX, got a tablet, got the band. So good draws there from Kaiwen as well. You can attach the band active and then draw another one. Might go with a quick ball here and give up a Rose Tower. You don't need a ton of stadiums in this matchup, especially if you're just assuming they're not playing Path to the Peak, which is a pretty good call at this point. And Kaiwen might know exactly what Arnie is playing, so not the hand of a useless card. They might not even be able to play next turn anyways if your stadium doesn't get bumped. Arnie probably plays 2 to 3 Training Court. We know one of them is prized. And then probably just draw 3 again. Just hold the Rotom Phone. Has the boss now as well. So literally has everything to get off the... literally has everything to get off the boss KO. Doesn't really need to play anything else this turn. You could go Rotom Phone to try and set up a good card and then draw into that off the... to call this turn. None of these cards are great. You maybe just go ahead and put the Choice Belt. You could draw into the Choice Belt to have that. You could also put the Switch on top just in case they do with a cheesy boss play. Then you have the Switch and you can just burn the Switch at the beginning of the next turn anyways. So I think I like the Switch grab here the most. Goes with the Choice Belt, which isn't bad either. But just in case Arnie is like has Arceus, a bench Arceus attached boss, then having the Switch means you can switch out of that. And then if you can also just switch out of it again anyways. You can just burn the Switch at the beginning of the next turn anyways as well. So I think I would have liked to have seen Kaiwen take the Switch instead. And that's just going to be the pass. Probably should retreat the Mew there. Oh, no. Definitely should retreat the Mew there. He's going to get turn 1 bead. Oh, no. Huge misplay from Kaiwen. I think he has turn 1 B. He has turn 1 B in the hand if he plays Luminion. That was a massive mistake from Kaiwen. This could be, oh no. I think Kaiwen sees it now too. I think Kaiwen didn't realize it at first. Does Arnie play the Luminion though? There's a Luminion. It's a turn 1 B. Probably like no shot. No, there's no shot. You never do. That's just a misplay. There's only two things you can do every single time you make an action or come up with a game plan to do. You're either making the correct play or you're making a misplay. There's no in between. There's never no shot. It was just a misplay, and this is going to be huge. This is a huge swing right here. Yeah, Kaiwen is going to be kicking himself after this for sure. Buzz, buddy. Definitely isn't over for Kaiwen. But I think Kaiwen realizes the mistake now. And yeah, I mean, it was unlikely for Arnie to be able to pull off the play. Has the air balloon. Thins out the hand fully. Has the trading card in hand as well. Just literally had it all. And Kaiwen was playing pretty confidently, like they knew what Arnie was playing. And when you see the Mew plus the Urshifu, it's a pretty decent assumption to assume that they are actually playing the B Arceus. This is also something that Kaiwen could have probably looked up on Pokestats and then known from that as well. And then there's the mustard. Oh my gosh. Huge mistake. And gonna get punished for it. Definitely can make the comeback here. Now there's no energy on an Arceus right now. And there's no Arceus in play either. So if Kaiwen does KO this Bedrill, it's possible Arnie won't have a follow-up attack. So it's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's definitely not over yet. But very good start for Arnie here. About as good as it gets, to be honest. It's about as good as it gets. It was lining up for Kaiwen to have a ridiculously good start, and now it's shifted over to Arnie having a ridiculously good go of it now. Also has Crobat to work with as well. Playing a quick ball actually aggressively here. Gives up the grass energy. Interesting choice. Kaiwen is down quite a few stadiums already, so you probably know the training cord is sticking and wants to keep the options, I guess. Goes for the Guru. Arnie's kind of clogging up the bench here with this Guru grab. Yeah, Arnie's kind of clogging up the bench with the Guru grab. We'll see. There's the Arceus. There's the Guru. Yeah, I don't know what Arnie's thinking with this play here. Like, why don't we want the option of Crobat here? I do not overly like this play from Arnie, because don't you want to have the option of like another Bedrill on the next turn? Like if Kaiwen's response here is Mew VMAX, if Kaiwen's response here is Mew VMAX with a DTE, you just want to B him again, right? If it's possible. Maybe Arnie doesn't play Ordinary Rod, and maybe they only play 2 Bs, so they could be out of Bs here, to be honest. Now for Kaiwen, you ideally probably want to attack with a Meloetta so you don't get beat again. And like I said, if Kaiwen gets this knockout, but Arnie did get the Raihan off the prize cards. Arnie did get the Raihan off the prize cards, so now can attack with Arceus next turn. So, I mean, you got to choose here as Kaiwen. Do you want to try and attack with a Mew VMAX, so that way if they Raihan, they can't get a KO? Or do you want to attack with a Meloetta, so that way if you attack with Mew VMAX, you don't get beat? But if you attack with Meloetta, then the Raihan play will hit the KO on the Meloetta for Arnie and put him in a pretty good spot once again. There's no great option here from Kaiwen, unless you know Arnie's list and know that they potentially don't play this card or that card and so on. Plays the tablet. Has not evolved to the VMAX yet, which is interesting. I don't even see what they put on top there. I think it was maybe, yeah, a quick ball to thin out the hand. For the Battle VIP pass. Let's see if they go for the Meloetta. Second Meloetta to go one prizer from here could be good. Or if they line up that Mew V. Opts for a Meloetta. Needs quite a bit to attack with a Meloetta this turn. So it looks like they definitely want to attack with a Meloetta. I don't know why Kaiwen didn't evolve the Mew V to a VMAX, to be honest, to draw the extra card, because there's no like real threat of doing that. There's no threat of there's no reason to not have the VMAX in play that I can tell here from Kaiwen. I don't know what Kaiwen's playing around by not VMAXing this. See, now VMAX is at a turn late, so drew one less card off the last Genesect for no reason. Definitely another misplay there from Kaiwen. Got a DTE, so has the DTE attack lined up. Has boss as well, but obviously you're not going to attach active and then boss around this B. Committing the DT to the active and swinging is not bad, though. Definitely not playing the boss, obviously. Gets rid of another tablet here. Another Tails. Could draw 2 to just see what they get. Go from there. Commits the DTE to the active now, though. So not really playing for the Elsa Sparkle play at all. Going to commit to the KO on the B. It's the Fusion Strike energy and the Sparkle in the first 2. That's funny, actually. So if they had just drawn 2 cards there, they actually would have had the Sparkle plus the Fusion. Unlikely to get it. Unlikely to get it, so they commit the DTE to try to draw the extra cards. That's definitely fair. I got the Rose Tower as well, so we can remove this Stadium from play. It'll be harder to get another B in play here for Arnie. And then it's probably going to be a swing here from Kaiwen with the... I think Kaiwen did play a tablet, so you can use Melodious Echo to get the KO. Yep, Melodious Echo, because they use 1 tablet. There's the KO. Okay, does Arnie have another B? Another B here would probably wrap it up. But if not, just the Raihan off the prize cards is still going to put Arnie in a pretty good spot. Going to have the knockout here, or have a hit here. Could even go with Urshifu. Probably don't want to go with Urshifu. No, you don't play a Rapid Strike energy. So yeah, it's going to be attack with Arceus. To be honest, yeah, Kaiwen's not in that bad of a spot here. Kaiwen's not in that bad of a spot here. Gonna get the attack off, or Arnie's gonna get the attack off with the Arceus, but no B this turn. Doesn't leave. Now Kaiwen can, you know, run to the Meloettas and go from there. I wonder how hard Arnie can hit. Could Arnie set up? Arnie might be able to set up a punch on the Mew into a G-Max Rapid Flow, KO Mew, KO Meloetta. Hit here for 110. Yeah, we could actually see that setup from Arnie here. And Arnie didn't discard. Arnie thought about discarding the Urshifu VMAX earlier on, but chose not to. So this turn, Arnie could go Choice Belt, hit the Mew, load up energy on the Urshifu, and then Urshifu KO Meloetta KO Mew, forcing the boss from Kaiwen on the Urshifu. But if Kaiwen can't find the boss, we know Kaiwen has the boss, but Arnie doesn't know that, so... See what the play is. Has a research. Thinking about Crobat. Goes to save the Crobat before the research. Draws into another research. So going to research and have the Crobat for later. I don't hate it. If this Mew goes down. Yeah, I don't think the Mew's going down. Could also go for a boss play here from Arnie, actually. Could go for DTE plus boss. It's interesting that Arnie put away the Crobat and then is using this ability, though. Ooh, going for Escape Rope. Ooh, yeah. So Arnie could still set up the game here if you go Escape Rope, force up a Genesect, maybe? I think Kaiwen might give up a Meloetta here if the Escape Rope happens. Arnie's going for this Escape Rope play. I feel like you'd still want to research first, so this doesn't make any sense from Arnie still. If you're going for this Escape Rope play, you should still research first. This is, once again, another misplay from Arnie. Arnie's definitely misplaying here. Here comes the Escape Rope, but now you're going to end up researching, and you could have drawn into Escape Rope plus DT and found 2 other cards. Used Raihan. Oh, wait, yeah, he did use Raihan. Thank you. Thank you. I completely forgot. Yeah, Arnie did use Raihan here, so this makes sense. It doesn't want to just hit into a Mew to not get anything out of it. Now Kaiwen has to decide, does the Meloetta go or does a Genesect go? Thinking for a second. I wouldn't hate to see a Genesect get sent up here from Kaiwen. Opts for the Meloetta, though, it looks like. Kaiwen does still need to take 3 more KOs to be able to close this one out. I think I would have liked to have seen Kaiwen send up a Genesect and then move the Genesect and put a Fusion Strike energy on the Genesect. Flygon down. Training Court. Now this Flygon is going to get loaded up, and this is going to be the major threat here. The major threat here for Arnie is going to be this Flygon. This Flygon can one-hit KO a Mew VMAX. I believe it needs a Choice Belt or a Goon Ping. Arnie does play Goon, and I would assume, yep, there's a Choice Belt in the deck as well. So Kaiwen's probably got to deal with this Flygon. Probably doesn't want to deal with it with a Mew VMAX, but doesn't really have a choice here. Could look for... Actually, you know what we could see from Kaiwen here is we could see a boss KO on the Flygon into a Psychic Leap on a Mew. And then a boss KO on another 2-prize Pokemon. So I think that's what we might try and see Kaiwen set up here. Boss KO the Flygon, boss Psychic Leap, and then boss KO again to close it out. If you put up a Genesect, well, no, if you put up the Genesect, they only hit it for 180. And then you can Fusion Strike energy it, plus switch it out, and then they can't Goon Ping it. So sending up the Genesect would have been fine there, because Arceus is only hitting for 180 right now. Flygon does 320, right? Yeah, but it's fighting, isn't it? Oh, no, it's Dragon type. I always think it's fighting. I don't know why. There's the boss on the Flygon. I think I'd like to see Kaiwen just Ultra Ball away. I think it's a Genesect and an Oricorio in the hand. Ultra Ball those two away. Get another Mew V down on the bench. Maybe you wait to bench the Mew V so it can't get bossed, though. You could just draw with Genesect first, actually. Now maybe Ultra Ball away the Oricorio and the Battle VIP Pass. Just want to see some more cards. You can put the Mew V in the hand as well and just draw on top of it. Definitely need to keep the switch to reset the Genesect because you're going to go with a Techno Blast here. Opt to keep around the Oricorio. Oh, I guess the Oricorio can be annoying because you can put the Oricorio in play and that stops your VMAX from being KO'd. Yeah, appreciate the raid there, Lorelai. Thank you. What's going on, you Gengar enthusiasts? Hope the stream went well. All right, another Genesect draw from Kaiwen. All the stab gars. Knocks out the Flygon. Doesn't bench the what's it called, which I liked it from Kaiwen as well. So next turn here from Kaiwen, I think we're gonna want to see. I mean, Arnie could go boss KO, but I don't think Arnie's gonna be able to do that. The Flygon hits for 320 damage. So it KOs me VMAX. There's a Guru, sees an Air Balloon. Could go with a Marnie here to try and be a little bit disruptive. Because Arnie needs Kaiwen to basically whiff a play, I think, at this point. There's the Marnie. So on this turn for Kaiwen's going to be looking for boss Psychic Leap the Mew into boss KO Luminion or Urshifu. Got a pretty good hand to get rolling with. Also needs a switch card as well because they just use Technoblast, so they have to be able to switch the Mew to the bench to do that. They can also just retreat the Mew, attack with Meloetta, and hope that Arnie doesn't have boss, but that's not the play you want to try and go with here. Definitely not the play you want to try and go with here. Arnie also needs to set up another attacker if possible. Setting up the Urshifu is not that great, to be honest. But it's going to go with it. Attached there. Doesn't have another Arceus to set up. I think that's what you'd want to set up, is like another Arceus here. Now I think Arnie is thinking about that Choice Belt, or should attach the Choice Belt to swing, because if Kaiwen can't Psychic Leap here for some reason, then that definitely becomes a viable play here. Benches the Mew to stop the Echoing Horn, I guess, although Echoing Horn doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal at this point anymore, to be honest. You definitely hit with the Choice Belt here. So that's a mistake here from Arnie to not hit with Choice Belt here, because now you're only doing 180, so then a snipe from an Urshifu won't KO this. And I'm pretty sure Arnie does have a Pokegear in hand, but doesn't guarantee have boss off the Pokegear. But if Arnie attaches the Choice Belt active and the Mew ends up on the bench, then a G-Max Rapid Flow would get the KO, if the Urshifu isn't just carded yet, but I don't think it is. So Kaiwen's going to look for the Psychic Leap here on the Mew. And then boss KO Luminion on the next turn with Meloetta. Or a Mew. At third Fusion Strike energy, so that'll be no problem. Alright. Thins out the hand. Keeps the Cram-O-Matic. I like that. You could have crammed the tablet, but I actually like to just play that out and then draw and then have the cram to thin out later on. And just see more before you lose the cram. I like that play from Kaiwen. The 5 off the first Genesect. There's a Sparkle, that's bad. Switch is good. Escape Rope is also good. And then there's the boss. So also actually needs the tablet to make the Psychic Leap work. So has the Psychic Leap play in hand already. There's a switch into the Mew. Then we'll see the boss on the Mew with the Air Balloon. Oh no, goes after the Urshifu. Oh, can he Psychic Leap? Is that Psychic Leap KO that? 5110. Okay, Psychic Leap actually KOs this. I was so confused for a second. I was like, I don't know about this, but Psychic Leap does KO it, so it should be fine. Quick Ball here to get rid of the Sparkle. You don't really need anything else this turn from Kaiwen, but you'll obviously try and draw as many cards as possible. Yeah, first I was like, I don't think it does, but he has a Choice Belt on it, so two modifiers is just enough. Yeah, KOing this is probably better than KOing Immune, so this is fine. There's basically no deck left here for Kaiwen, so Kaiwen should have this one, I think, pretty much wrapped up at this point. Let's see if Arnie has any plays left. Last Genesect, I believe, for 2 here. 2 Escape Ropes in the hand, not going to be great, but Ken just actually has double Cram in hand, so can just burn those on the last turn here. Yep, here we go. Retreat, Psychic Leap, Knockout. Move their three prize threat from board. And then probably send up the Mew. You don't want to send up a Genesect, I don't think. You don't want to lose a Genesect. That's losing draw power. So you probably send up the Mew, and then you just have the Meloetta left that can go boss KO the Luminion with another Fusion Strike Energy or a tablet or something. Yeah, I think does end up promoting the Mew. Kept the Oricorio around because you need to refill your bench after you lose the Mew, and then you Psychic Leap back to the deck. And now down to just 1 prize card. Oh, now it's also down just to 1 prize card for Kaiwen as well. I forgot about that because you drew 2 prize cards now, so now you just need 1 knockout. Now you can KO the Mew instead of going KO Mew, then KO the Urshifu. You go KO Urshifu and then KO Mew. So now all Kaiwen needs is boss to win the game. And maybe already has it in hand, to be honest. So a little bit of a stumble and blunder at the beginning of the game for Kaiwen, but now it's definitely looking like Kaiwen is going to be able to close this one out. And that's why this matchup actually just like, even with the B, this is still just a good matchup for Mew. Because you can always make the prize trade go in your favor. Even after something like that turn 1 that Arnie had, it just doesn't matter. Maybe even opening up the Arceus would be better in that situation, to be honest. There's the Mew for the Quick Ball. You think that's already still fine? Yeah. It's pretty crazy, but... Primate Wisdom. Throws a Research on top. Finds the boss. I assume we're going to see that boss on the Meloetta. You got to make Kaiwen work as hard as possible. There it is. That was a pretty nice Wisdom there. And here it is. Knock it on the Meloetta. So Kaiwen does need a little bit more this turn. Needs the VMAX. Has the DT in hand. I think has the boss in hand. Has an Oricorio as well. Could start by burning double Escape Rope. We'll see what the Kaiwen goes for. Draw for turn. I don't know. They might have the boss in hand. I can't tell because the cards are all gold. I can't tell if that's a Rainbow Rare boss or something else. Gonna start with cramming away an Escape Rope. There's a heads. I have a feeling that's game, but I'm not sure. Yeah. There's the boss's orders on the Mew, and then Techno Blast, and Kaiwen gets the dub. That was a little bit scary to begin with, I guess, but a little bit scary to begin with, but it's not too scary. It was like a little bit scary, though. It felt a little scary. But yeah, didn't end up being that bad. Get him to burn resources to get Bedrill out early so he could have B on the 3 prizers. Big brain. Wouldn't have B on the 3 prizers. I don't know about that, but maybe it could have been, I guess. I guess that could have been the game plan the whole time. Get him to burn the B early and then have no Bs for the late. All right, game 2. Gonna see the Bedrill player get to go first, so they have a chance for a turn 2 Arceus, which I'm sure they want to pull off here. Look for that turn 2 Arceus. Which is like, definitely looking for a little bit cleaner than going with that aggressive B. And we'll see what kind of turn 1 Kaiwen goes for. Also, playing the Muse in this matchup means you can more easily get down like 2 1-prizers to start the game, so Kaiwen can't get a turn 1 2-prize knockout on something like an Arceus or something. But you don't need to get a turn 1 KO as Kaiwen. All right, let's peep those prize cards. Double B's, no. The Guru's prized. Double Cram and a Sparkle is prized. So the chance of getting off the turn 1 play is definitely less here for Kaiwen, but not impossible. Looks like still open to Mew here for Arnie. And has a quick ball in hand as well. Something else on the bench. So it looks like a pretty good start for sure. Might have double Mew here. Let's see. Yeah, double Mew and the Arceus. Do they have an energy though? Turn 1 energy is the most important thing here. The Mews are kind of sick actually. I kind of like the Mews. They're definitely cool. Protects your bench from protects your early game from the escape rope play. Or more likely to have outs of that. And then just, I mean, just find so many pieces. Has the energy. Okay, so pretty good start here for Arnie then. And probably gonna pass from here. No need to really do anything else. A B in hand, unfortunately. There's a B in the hand, and unfortunately the Guru is prized. So if they top deck B here, that'd be pretty bad. So let's see if Kaiwen goes for a turn 1 KO. I mean, you definitely want to get a turn 1 KO, but how you do it, I guess, is the question. Because you could go for a Meloetta attack. You could go for Psychic Leap, but if you go for Psychic Leap, you want to go back to the deck. Because even if you have Oricorio in play, they could just have a Choice Belt and knock you out anyways. You don't want to leave... You don't want to leave a Mew in the active with 2 Fusion Strike energy. It looks like a lot of tablets in the opening hand as well. And it's like the Mew are the grabs, it looks like. I might just try and switch into like a 1 prize Pokemon as Kaiwen and just leave it that in the active. Like you can switch to Oricorio and pass is a pretty good play in this matchup. It's a pretty good play to just like switch into Oricorio and pass, and then you can build up energy on your Mew Vs because that way they need like a switch card, the V-Star, and energy, the boss, and the Choice Belt. So it's hard for them all that to chase the energy on the Mew V, and then they only get a 1 prize knockout. Instead, here come the Crams. I can't tell if that's a Sparkle or a boss. I think it's one of them. I don't know which one. That's an Ultra Ball though, so could have maybe gone for an Ultra Ball instead, it looks like. Tails on the first. Could cram the Ultra Ball. Could have just Ultra Ball both Crams though. Now is going with the Ultra Ball. Oh, I think it's actually a boss's orders they're giving up here. And has the switch and then can start drawing with Genesect. Okay, so still a pretty clean turn so far. So no 1 tablet gone, I guess. I think that's a power tablet, yeah. And then Ultra Ball loses 1 boss. There we go. Switch to Mew. Draw 4. Another Battle VIP pass. Has a Fusion Strike energy as well. So it's just a Sparkle away from getting off a turn 1 attack with whatever they want. Question is, what are they going to go for? Thinking about going for double Meloetta here, it looks like. I think that's what you want to do, yeah. I like this for sure. See what the energy ends up here for Kaiwen. Can miss the Meloetta already, and then the next Genesect. I would hate seeing one of these tablets be played, to be honest. I don't even know if Kaiwen wants to go for a KO here, or if they're content with just retreating triple Ultra Ball and something. I think it's triple Ultra Ball boss. So not a great draw by any means there from Kaiwen. It's just retreat to Meloetta pass. Just wants to hold onto the Ultra Balls to find maybe the Mew VMAX next turn. Just more options on the next turn. Marnie top deck here for Arnie. Can pretty much do whatever they want. Oh, maybe not. They actually don't have an out to an Arceus in hand. I thought they had an out to an Arceus, but they don't. I'm going to start with the Mew. See if that finds it for them. Gets the Choice Belt. There's the Ultra Ball. I'm sure they're going to go with the Ultra Ball here. Probably want to set up a B. I mean, what you want to try and ideally set up on this turn as Arnie is you want to get B plus Flygon set up. Get the whole like range of attackers going and cooking. And then you kind of put yourself in a spot where you You got the Flygon that KOs the Mew VMAX, and then if they KO the Flygon, you can KO the B, KOs the Mew VMAX. I mean, he's just going to do a lot of things. Can definitely do a lot of things. A lot of stuff to be done. Could also look for like maybe like a boss KO here as Arnie on the Mew or the Meloetta. Boss KO the Mew I don't hate from Arnie. Ooh, there's the boss. Let's see if they go for it. I don't even know what you'd set up past that though, to be honest. Yeah, like you'd set up the boss KO that bring set up the Flygon, I guess, but that doesn't even sound that good, to be honest. I almost want to see the Bedrill come out here and just KO the active Meloetta here. Fails the Pokegear. So I think they are going to go for a Mustard here, though, off the Arceus, and probably going to grab a Flygon here to set up with the Trinity Nova. I think they would potentially be able to whiff the energy, though. They could whiff the energy here off of the Trinity Nova. Or for the Trinity Nova off the Mustard. I don't think they have the guaranteed energy in hand. But they might... actually, maybe they do. Ultra Ball, and I guess it would be getting Mustard and energy off that. Because they have this Quick Ball here to get the Flygon. So actually, they actually maybe do have it guaranteed. They're eyeing up a Mew grab, though. Maybe they're going to grab that and Ultra Ball that away. But then they don't have the Flygon to set up on the turn. Which seems a little bit weak. Time is starting to tick down as well. Something to be pretty mindful of here. Both players, I think, are definitely in a position where they want to win. There's the Flygon grab now. That's what I think I want to see for sure. Makes the most sense to grab here, I think, as well. Ultra Ball. Okay, now you get the Arceus. Yeah, you have the Air Balloon in hand, so you can get energy plus Mustard. You're knocking out the active. You're setting up the second B out of the deck. You'll be in a pretty good spot here as Arnie. Gonna grab Mustard and energy here. And then start swinging. Have the B as a backup. Has the Flygon as backup. So has a ton of things to back him up. Here comes Mr. B. And 5 fresh cards to work with. Doesn't need anything else this turn, though. Just going to swing and set up the Flygon. And it'll be on Kaiwen to come up with a response. We'll see what Kaiwen goes for on the next turn. I think Kaiwen probably wants to use Meloetta to KO the Arceus. So we'll be looking for the quad Fusion Strike energy play, and it is available to Kaiwen. None of them are prized. There we go, Trinity Nova for the knockout. You send it from Kaiwen, and we'll see if they can get the quad Fusion Strike energy. You definitely don't want to attack with Mew VMAX here. Arnie is in a spot where they can go... No, not really, yeah. So I think you just want to attack with Meloetta here. And the Flygon's in play to knock out as well. And then you're looking for the Echoing Horn play to probably close it out from there. Could try and set up a Psychically play and go with like a Mew VMAX knockout on the B. I just can't do that because then the Flygon knocks you out. So yeah, you basically have to attack with Meloetta here as Kaiwen, I think. I think Kaiwen maybe has double... Does Kaiwen have double boss in the hand? Oh, that's so rough. Yeah, I think Kaiwen has double boss in the hand right now. So to be able to draw the cards you would need to get the Quad Fusion Strike energy play off is pretty unlikely, because then you need the boss after that as well. To be honest, with the way it's currently lining up, I wouldn't... Well, I guess you get the knockout on this with Meloetta, I guess. That's what Kaiwen can go for. Kaiwen can try and get the knockout with Meloetta here. The triple Ultra Ball comes down, gonna grab a Mew V, and then you're looking for another modifier plus a Fusion Strike energy so Meloetta can KO this Flygon. I guess that still sets you up in a good spot. Not a great spot. Actually, not a great spot. I was gonna say, I wouldn't hate to see Kaiwen maybe concede here and just go to game 3, because they just don't have a lot of time left. Like, they're just not gonna have enough time for game 3 in the current situation. Of course, it does, the less time there is, the better it is for Kaiwen's deck versus Arnie's, but still not great either way, I don't think. There's a Rotom Foam. There's a Quick Ball. There's a Fusion Strike energy, but still needs one more modifier. Could go for the quick ball instead. You do need the Fusion Strike energy, so I think you should maybe just commit to the Fusion Strike energy here. Then draw one more off Slash Genesect and hope it's a modifier. And then if not, then I think you definitely concede here as Kaiwen. Go to game 3. That way you have enough time for game 3. Otherwise, you're going to probably be ending up with a tie here if you continue to drag this one out without actually putting your being in a position to win the game. There's a Fusion. Genesect again. It's a Rose Tower. All right, scoop it up and go to game 3. There we go. Good choice from Kaiwen. Sticking that one out. Definitely not worth it. All right, game 3. Yeah, going to be in a favorable position for Kaiwen getting to go first. Let's see how this one goes. Let's see if any turn 1B shenanigans happen again. I think Kaiwen will know now not to leave the special energy on their active Mew in this situation. I don't think we're going to see a DTE'd Mew stay in the active again here. I don't think we're going to see that. I think Kaiwen probably learned from game 1, which shouldn't have that. Just put exclamation point pairings in the chat path. It'll pop up. All right, here we go. See the prize cards. How many Bs are prized? Are any Bs prized? Get a prize peek real fast. Please? I just want to see the prize cards. Are they going to show it to us before they show the top-down view? Okay. Nothing super... The Fusion Strike energy is prized. But nothing super relevant besides that. I'm sure Kaiwen's playing a 4-3 Mew VMAX line. So prizing a Mew V and a Mew VMAX isn't a big deal. Meloetta being prized could come up, but shouldn't be a thing. I don't think there's anything super relevant. Double Pokegear prized means the chance of a turn 1B is definitely less likely. But actually, I think Arnie has turn 1B in hand. I saw Quick Ball, Ultra Ball, and Mustard. I think Arnie has turn 1B in hand. We'll see. Echoing Horn in the opening hand here for Kaiwen isn't great because it sometimes means you have to get rid of it. And then not be able to utilize it. See what Kaiwen goes for. Definitely wants to try and keep the Echoing Horn around as long as possible. Can definitely be a game changer in this matchup to have around. Looks like they were eyeing up the Ultra Ball, but maybe they're not going back in with the Ultra Ball. It looks like instead going with the Rotom Foam. Ooh, the Battle VIP Pass is right on Battle VIP Pass, DT, Quick Ball. Gonna get the Battle VIP Pass, gets to save the Mew VMAX. Draw one off the first Genesect here. Then we should see Mew plus Meloetta. And just looking for the turn 2 boss KO on the Arceus V is usually what you want here from Kaiwen. And then the option for the Meloetta the next turn. So you really want to find an energy here for Kaiwen, whether that be a DTE for the Mew or a Fusion Strike energy for the Meloetta. You want one of the two. There's the Fusion Strike energy. That'll do. That's all you need. You just need that energy, and then you need the other energy on the next turn. So if you get the Fusion Strike energy now, you want the DTE next turn for the Mew. So that way we can go like Mew VMAX, Meloetta, Mew VMAX. Kind of chain it out that way. Has a Rose Tower in hand, but is debating not putting it in play. Could just use their last Genesect for 1 to just draw into this, or they could get that extra card if they put the Rose Tower in play. Gonna go with the extra card. They got the Fusion Strike energy. Goes to the Meloetta. I think they have triple tablet in the hand. No, maybe it's I can't tell. Everything's gold. I think it's double Ultra Ball, actually. I don't think it's triple tablet. Everything's gold. It's hard to tell. All right, see what Arnie has on the first turn. Like I said, I think I saw Quick Ball, Ultra Ball, Mustard, which would basically mean a turn 1 Mustard, I would assume. Let's see. There's a Quick Ball. It's rid of the research. That definitely makes me think they have the turn 1 Mustard here. Which is good, but not as good as maybe in the game 1, where they had the knockout on... they had the knockout on the Mew. Opts for the Guru. Still has the Ultra Ball, I believe. But to get another option. Yeah, that's an Ultra Ball, so I think we are going to see it here. Ooh, another Mustard off the top. That's not great. They might have to bench something. Yeah, Zapdos actually isn't bad in this matchup, though, because actually Zapdos for a single fighting energy plus a Choice Belt, 1-hit KOs a Genesect if there's no Oricorio in play. So Zapdos actually isn't bad in this matchup. It can be a very efficient attacker. It does opt to grab something, and then there's the Mustard. The B is already online. Or Arnie. But I believe the Crobat is in the discard pile here for Arnie, which is really bad. Because now this lines up for Kaiwen to actually, if Arnie can't find another thing to bench here, Kaiwen can use Echoing Horn on the next turn and get that third 2 prize Pokemon in play, and then look for Mew VMAX, Meloetta, Mew VMAX prize trade here. We'll see. See what Arnie draws off this 5 from the Mustard. Is there going to be another 1 prize Pokemon to put down? There's a Quick Ball, but not much else to work with. Jeez, how do you line up this energy here for Arnie? That was not a very good draw. You could get a 1 prize Pokemon down, though, and I think Arnie is probably going to prioritize that. You could also play the Energy Search and then actually draw 1 card off Rose Tower. See what Arnie grabs here. Could grab second Arceus, so then you have an attached to that Arceus on the bench, but that doesn't feel great. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that idea. Because then you line up the 3 2 prize Pokemon for Kaiwen, which is what Kaiwen wants. There's the Mew. So, oh yeah, Arnie goes for the Mew. But having your Arceus in the active means like you're almost definitely going to have to bench another Arceus anyways. I don't know. This is just weird. Definitely like a bad spot here for Arnie. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Kaiwen actually try and attack with the Meloetta this turn into the Arceus. I think that seems best. Then you get to keep the Mew around, and then Arnie's only real great responses with the Bedrill. Fails the Energy Search, but has an attached for turn, so that's a weird choice to fail the Energy Search. It has an attached return, so I feel like that's a weird choice to fail the Energy Search. That also isn't the card they drew, but it looks like the deck was random, so it's not a big deal. Oh, they're talking to the judge now. I see the thumbs up from Arnie, though, so I think they're all good. Hopefully nothing comes up. There's a training court. Yeah, I'm actually kind of... I don't like that failed Energy Search there from Arnie. Because you do have the training court to recover the energy, but why would you not want another energy to potentially work with? Ends up committing the energy to the active in the pass. Only has Luminion plus Mustard in the hand as well. I think they were probably just confirming that the deck was random before Arnie drew the card. All right, so for Kaiwen here, you're looking for a KO on a 2 prize Pokemon. Ideally, the Arceus. Want to get this KO on the Arceus here. There's an Ultra Ball after a tablet play. Could search out the second Mew VMAX. I think it's probably safe to be honest. I don't think there's any reason not to. So I'd probably just go ahead and grab that Mew VMAX here as Kaiwen. You do lose the option of Psychic Leap, so maybe just wants to try and keep that around. I don't hate thinning out the deck as well. Kaiwen actually only maybe plays 2 Mew VMAX. I don't know if they're rocking 3. There's 1 prize, so maybe only plays 2. I don't think discarded 1 on the first turn. There's a Sparkle. No, there's another Mew VMAX, so could have already played that. You want to double tablet as well. But if you're just KOing 2 prize Pokemon, if you get the KO on the active here, the tablets aren't as important. You could play double tablet here. Ooh, this is actually just kind of awkward for Kaiwen. No, this is probably fine. You could play double tablet here. Also Sparkle to the Mew and maybe the Mew and maybe one of the Genesects. Yeah, I think you want to put on a Genesect here for sure. You don't want on one of the Mews because you're probably going to make that a VMAX here this turn. But I think Kaiwen should have already done that, though. I think Kaiwen should have just committed to making that Mew via Mew VMAX and then wouldn't have drawn into it and would have drawn into a different card. So I think that was definitely a mistake from Kaiwen there. Kaiwen could also hard retreat the Genesect with the DTE this turn. Doesn't actually need a switch. Does not want to play an escape rope, though. So needs to switch your DTE. So has 5 outs of those. But I think I would have evolved to the Mew VMAX already if I was Kaiwen. I'm going to discard it now instead. Discards the Echoing Horn as well. Ooh, I don't know if I like that from Kaiwen. Because now Arnie just knows that they can't get the 2/2/2 prize knockout unless they bench it themselves. I don't know what that last card in hand is from Kaiwen. I think it's a tablet, but I think the Echoing Horn was more important to keep there. Got the DTE, so now can move through DTE. I think I actually drew one too few cards there. No, that's 6. Rose Tower. Here comes the Crymatic, so you'll probably get a switch here if you get heads and just save the DTE. Yeah, there's the switch. Gets to draw more after that. So it's going to get this first KO on this Arceus, but yeah, I don't know about not keeping the Echoing Horn there from Kaiwen. I don't know about that. It's this big knockout to start with, though. Could put the DTE in play as well. I think that's one more Genesect to draw with if I'm not mistaken. Thinking about DTEing the Genesect, actually. Ooh, I don't hate that, because I guess you could go Meloetta, Psychic Leap. You go Meloetta plus Psychic Leap plus... but there's just a hit. But with no Echoing Horn here, if Arnie can get off another B this turn, I feel like Arnie's not in that bad of a spot. Yeah, and Arnie is only like an Ultra Ball away here, I think. DTE top deck is not great. But an Ultra Ball here from Arnie means they could muster it again and get another B in play. Unless they discarded the other B on the first turn. I actually don't remember now. I don't think so, though. Is there an Ultra Ball? There's an Ultra Ball. Second B is on the way. This just means that Arnie is not going to need... This just means Arnie will not need, what's it called, to make attackers here. There's the Ultra Ball. And then there's the Mustard. Another B on the way. Now Arnie has 3 attackers set up. Can attack with the Zapdos. Can attack with the Bees. What is Kaiwen? I guess we could see Psychic Leap from Kaiwen here on the Zapdos into a Genesect. And that would be pretty good. Yeah, I guess it's probably going to have to be the play. Maybe that's why I want to keep the tablets around. I guess that makes sense to keep the tablets around. But you need like triple tablet. Or I guess if they attack with Zapdos, you need double tablet. But to KO a B, actually, you need triple tablet. Now, Arnie's not attacking here yet. Arnie does need a way to retreat and a Grass Energy. Let's see if Arnie has it. Way to retreat plus Grass Energy. Is it in the hand? Choice Belt to Zapdos. No way to retreat. No Grass Energy. So Arnie's going to fall behind further. Not a whole ton of time left. Only 1 minute left right now. The time is super relevant here for both players. If Kaiwen can, all Kaiwen needs to do is draw attack. If Kaiwen draw attacks, then Kaiwen can win the game in turns. But if Kaiwen takes any time to play out their turn, then Kaiwen will only have 2 turns, which is not enough time to win the game. So Kaiwen literally has to draw for turn plus attack, and then Kaiwen will be able to win this game. But that doesn't mean Arnie has to end their turn as soon as possible as well for Kaiwen. But I don't know if Kaiwen knows that. I don't know if either player is aware of time. We'll see. 20 seconds left. Is it now? It's probably just going to be a pass on this turn from Arnie. Oh, wait, no, it's a Rose Tower. We could still actually see the energy. I forgot about the Rose Tower. We could still see the energy plus the air balloon. Not quite. Research and Raihan. Guru for 1. Oh, they still have Guru as well, but that's not going to be able to get 2 cards. Has an Ultra Ball. And that is time. So turn 0 is Arnie. Kaiwen is turn 1, but without Kaiwen having the Echoing Horn, Kaiwen actually can't win. Now, Arnie still could have filled up their bench with a non-2 prize Pokemon on their following turn, but it's also possible Arnie wouldn't be able to do that. And if Arnie can't fill up the bench after the Zapdos goes down with a multi-prize Pokemon, then the Horn would have actually been able to win Kaiwen the game. But it looks like it'll probably end up in a tie here. It looks like it'll probably end up in a tie here. 2 turns left for Kaiwen, 1 turn left for Arnie. Lunch break. They usually don't do lunch breaks they usually do the lunch break between end of Swiss plus top 8. Yeah, Kaiwen was definitely in a dominant spot here, but it looks like the way this one's going to go down is going to be a tie overall at 1-1. Mew versus B-Box. Kaiwen is playing aggressively here with the power tap itself, so it makes me almost think that maybe Kaiwen does have a play here. We'll see. Playing aggressively, so. The card to the left of the Zapdos is Oranguru. Primate Wisdom. Finds the boss. The only play I can see here from Kaiwen is basically to hope your opponent misplays. So if Kaiwen goes with Boss KO on Zapdos, maybe Arnie benches a 2 prize Pokemon. So I think that's what Kaiwen is. That's like the only play Kaiwen has basically at this point. There's the boss up the Zapdos. And then just hope Arnie benches a 2 prize Pokemon, which obviously makes no sense for Arnie to ever do. But you never know when your opponent's going to misplay, so you may as well play to your outs. Especially when it doesn't matter at this point, right? You're in game 3, you're in turns. The out remaining for Kaiwen is for Arnie to bench a 2 prize Pokemon. Will it happen? Probably not. Could it happen? I guess. I guess it could. Raihan to the B. And just to be safe, in case Arnie thinks maybe they play a second Horn, we could see Arnie get another 1 prize Pokemon to put in play here. But I think actually Arnie might have been out of 1 prize Pokemon. So if Kaiwen had held the Horn, Kaiwen maybe had this on the next turn, or would have had it. Nope, there's the Mew. Just in case. So even if Kaiwen had held the Horn, wasn't going to have an out. And there it is. Yeah. And we end up with a tie in this one.